Hello everybody and welcome to Physics Den. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope everyone is doing well. If you enjoyed the video today, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. So, yesterday's video on Logan Paul's copycats was demonetized within a few hours of it going online. That subject is just not available, it seems. You're just not allowed to talk about anything revolving around Logan Paul. I think, unfortunately, this is YouTube's way of silencing you. That's what I'm going to say on it, though. I don't want to go into too much detail. It's fine, YouTube. Don't worry about it. I'll stop talking about that kind of stuff. Just stop demonetizing my videos, please. Completely unnecessary. So, I know it's been... Before my last video yesterday, I know it was a little while before uploading. I do apologize about the little delay. There's just been some stuff I need to sort out in real life, IRL, if you will. So today I'm going to be talking about a similar topic to yesterday. This is again content that involves using death as a subject to harbor views and clicks. I think it's awful, but it seems like there's a couple of YouTubers that have completely gotten away with this, whereas Logan Paul has had the hammer come down and destroy his entire channel. So I want to get the word out about these YouTubers because I don't think they should get away with it. I think what they've done is horrendous. So the YouTubers in question today are TANA MONGEAU and Shannon Rose. I know Tana's name is pronounced TANA MONGEAU. I think the N is almost silent, so it's like MONGEAU as opposed to MOGEAU. Someone in the comments mentioned that anyway, and I thought it sounded pretty logical. But of course, I'm going to comedically mispronounce her name because that's quality content. At least it's not corpses, I suppose. At least I have that. And Shannon Rose is someone I've not previously heard of, but I've been looking into some of their videos and it's just disgusting. I absolutely cannot believe these guys have gotten away with what they've done, but at the same time I can, because this all because of what's happened with Logan Paul. The spotlight was of course put on him and his channel was destroyed as a result of it, whereas these guys have absolutely gotten away with it, and I think that's despicable. So I want to get the word out and I want to get people seeing the despicable behavior that these two have been practicing in, using people's deaths for views and clicks, and that's horrendous. There's no other way of looking at it, I'm afraid. So basically, Tana and Shannon both kind of know each other. They've done collaborations and things like that. The main video I will be talking about today is where Tana and Shannon found a person dead lying on the floor in a bathroom, and it seems like he was pretty clearly homeless, and it seems like it was pretty clearly an overdose. Everything points towards that, and it's incredibly logical that that was the case. So your first reaction is to either call the police or film it, stick it on YouTube and get loads of views from it. And of course, they didn't call the police. They filmed it, stuck it on YouTube, and got a load of views from it. What if the time you spent getting your camera ready to record, that guy could have actually survived if you called the ambulance quick enough? That's a pretty terrible thing to even think about for 1 second. And of course, Tana in her video tried to make everything about herself. She spoke about how finding this person ruined her day. Which is like, oh my god, how arrogant can you be to be annoyed that you found someone dead because it ruined your little day at the beach? Despicable. And these two, well, in Tana's video, she showed full footage of what happened, no blurring, nothing like that, just showed the body lying there on the floor, and that is so bad, Tana. That is really, really bad. And Tana knows this because she removed the video. She's basically just trying to sweep it under the rug, hide, and hope that no one notices. However, people did notice. The thing is, though, she hasn't acknowledged it. She hasn't apologized. She hasn't said a word about it because, like I said, she's hoping that no one will notice. And with these people, what it would take is for a big channel to talk about this. Then, of course, Tana would put out a 20-minute long apology video where she's crying, where she starts off by going, I can't believe I'm having to make this video, blah blah blah. She'll be very manipulative and then try and force it upon us that it wasn't her fault, blah 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 blah. Which I don't care for. I don't care for that kind of behavior. And in Shannon's case, her video is still up on YouTube, and it is called Saved a Dying Man Storytime, which is a complete lie, because you didn't save him, did you? He's dead. End of. Why did you title it that? Because you don't give a crap about this person. You don't give a crap about anything other than your precious views, your precious attention, and money. And fantastic. Very well done for doing that. Also, after the main subject today, I will have a big announcement regarding streaming that will be starting tomorrow. So I just want to get the word out there so I can maybe at least have a couple of you there. It would be lovely. I don't mind if I don't have the biggest audience, but I would really like to just do a successful stream. I'd like to learn the basics, so it's kind of a test stream, but it would be cool to have some of you guys there, because I might need some of you to help me out with a few things, as I've never done it before, never in my life. If you missed what I said yesterday, my brother was very kind and sold me a PC monitor for a very, very low price, which is the reason why I haven't streamed yet, because I'm definitely interested in doing a lot of gaming, which is what I'll be doing tomorrow night. So having two monitors is basically essential, because I need to see the chat and stuff like that, as well as seeing the game that I'm playing. Anyway, we will first take a little peek at a re-uploaded version of Tana's video. I will absolutely not be including any footage of the person, blurred or not, because that would be hypocritical, and I think that's incredibly sad and disrespectful. So let's take a quick peek at this and see what we think. You'll be able to find the original video in my description. That's the re-upload. It is only a small piece of the re-uploaded video, because no one else has uploaded the whole thing. Thank you very much to whoever uploaded this. I can see your intention was to show people how horrible this was, and that's great.
Standing there after all of this happened, like, this would only happen to us. Only we would like want to have a nice beach day and then have to like save a dead guy.
Oh, boo-hoo, finding a dead body ruined your day at the beach. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're so arrogant. It disgusts me. Are humans like this? Is this what people are like these days? Sorry about that inconvenience. Sorry that a poor man's life that had ended just in front of your eyes was a bit of an inconvenience for your day. Wowee. At the door. There's a cat at the door. What are we to do about this, guys? Hello. There's a cat at the door. There's a little kitty. Hi, you guys. Hi. I got a little smudge. This is so cute. Okay. Anyway.
One day together to do something fun and have free time, and like we
Smudge. No! Stop it. Come down here. You just want all the attention, don't you? You're not camera shy at all. Come on, Smudge, you're in front of everything.
talking about how like people always think that our stories are fake or that our lives can't be this crazy or blah blah blah, and we literally have one day together to do something fun and have free time, and like we literally like find a dead man and have him like taken away. It was so weird.
So that's pretty much the end of that video. As I say, it was only a short clip that took exactly what we needed to see, which was her being incredibly arrogant, selfish, disrespectful, and that's all we need, really, and that's all you need to end your career. Unfortunately, people are just blind to this. As we can see on Shannon Rose's video, it got barely any dislikes. It gets a bunch of lovely comments, other than the one from me, of course, and yeah, it just all gets swept under the rug. I think because of what happened with Logan Paul, people just forget about these other things that happen, when in many ways this video is a darn sight worse than Logan Paul's. It was even less. It was even. I mean, with Logan Paul's thing, I know he obviously went there to try and find something that, you know, shocking. But in this case, it's like, oh, there's a dead person. Let's use this as an opportunity to rake in views, subscribers, and money. And there was no blurring, no nothing, just the guy lying there on the floor, his last moments, and you thought it would be a better idea to get out your camera and record the whole thing instead of calling someone like an ambulance, perhaps, someone that can actually help, because you didn't save his life, did you? You did absolutely nothing. You in fact could have avoided his death. I don't know how close you were to finding him. I highly doubt that they were close at all. If it was a case of an overdose, he could have been there for a very long time. But the fact is, it's a possibility that you could have done something, but you absolutely didn't. So let's move along to take a look at Shannon Rose's video. Now, as I say, I don't know as much about Shannon Rose. I just know that she also does storytime videos, and she also plasters the idea. She did a video called "My Roommate Committed Suicide," and she plugs her merch, she plugs her book, she has adverts all the way through the video. Absolutely disgusting. Do you think your roommate wants to be publicized like that? Do you think he wants to be whored out for views and money on YouTube? I highly doubt it. Do you think this guy and his family wants to be shoved up on YouTube? What if you had an overdose? What if Tana's incredibly reckless? What if she ended up having an overdose and I, instead of calling an ambulance, stood there, filmed it, giggled a little bit and whacked it online and said, oh god, this person, I was having a lovely day until I had to deal with this moron corpse over here. God, what a selfish dead person, ruining my day like that. How would you have felt? You would have been heartbroken, your family would have been in pieces, and it would have been all over the YouTube news. I would have been removed from the site, etc, etc. But for you, that's fine. It's just a little storytime video, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Let's move on to this Shannon Rose video whilst they cuddle with Muddy Poo.
There's a dead guy in the bathroom. Maybe he overdosed. I would have pissed myself, seen a ghost. The guy was dead. Hey you guys, it's Shannon Rose, and in today's storytime video, I'm going to be telling you a story that's like kind of crazy, kind of sad. And you know, I also wanted to say this because this happened when Tana and I were hanging out, and I kind of just want to stick up for her a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Let's just plug my music in a video about someone that had ended their life. Woo! Give us your money, guys. Look, I saved a dying man. Give us your money. Go on, do it. Not just plug in my music, but plug in my book too, over this dying man's corpse. Woohoo! Bet his family will love that one. This one goes out to this guy's family members. Do you want to buy my book? Do you want to buy my song? Go on. I made this wicked video about this. What's his name? Oh, I don't care. Whatever. Made a video about him though, didn't I?
I just want to say this before I get into the story. I know Tana has already put up her story time of this where we found like either a dead or...
Oh God, look at that thumbnail. I didn't even see that before. Jesus Christ. Speaking of thumbnails, just before we carry on with this, check out the thumbnail for My Roommate Committed Suicide. It's got a goddamn emoji in it, and you're doing this little boohoo pose. Wow, wee, unbelievable. Anyway.
I'm going to tell you guys the whole story from my perspective because I know Tana has already told it on her channel, and we were vlogging that day, so we had like live footage from everything that like went down.
Why? Why do you have that footage? For what purpose? I dare you to give me an actual reason aside from the fact that you wanted to shove it in your thumbnail, get loads of views and money. What other reason do you have for recording that person there? There isn't one. There isn't one. What, to spice up your video? Because that's another great reason to do that. Jesus.
And I had gone onto Tana's video and I had read some of the comments that people had left her, and I just kind of wanted to defend her a little bit because Tana and I are very different people, but we're also very much alike. You know, she's a lot younger than I am, but we still have a lot in common, and we tell a lot of stories on our channels. A lot of the times when we have really crazy stories, people think that they're fake. When we do tell a crazy story, regardless of what it is, and we show actually live footage from that incident or that whatever had taken place.
No, You don't show the footage, you don't do the video. It's not like, oh, I have to make this video, so then should I use the footage or not? You don't have to make the video in the first place. That's the problem here, is not just the footage, it's the fact that you are whoring out a dead person for money and views. It's ridiculous. It's not a matter of should I use the footage or not. Obviously not. No, don't do the video at all. Then you won't have this problem. I don't think it's fake at all. I never did think it was fake. If it was fake, then it's just as bad.
I had seen so many comments on Tana's channel saying like, this was so disrespectful for you to put up live footage of this poor guy. And I understand where you guys are coming from. I can see how you guys would think that that's disrespectful. But at the same time, like if we were to tell a story like that and we didn't give anything to back it up, everybody would say like, oh, this is such a fake story. Or like that we're making this up for views. So it's like, you know, we really can't win.
You can win by not doing the story. Just because you've seen this happen, does that mean you have to put it on YouTube? No. Do a different story. You're basically saying you only did this story for money and views because you're making it out to seem like you had to put it up online. But you didn't. If you are having these questions and this many issues with whether you should upload it or not, obviously that should show you that you shouldn't upload it. The fact that Tana took it down kind of shows you that this is a scummy, awful thing to do. And I don't think you understand that at all. I really don't think you understand why it's disrespectful, because you're not bringing up that point. You're just talking about the footage. The whole thing is disrespectful. The whole video, footage or no footage, it's disrespectful.
We try to give you guys what you want. We try to bring you entertaining stories, regardless if it's hilarious or it's something very unfortunate that happened.
This isn't a crazy dramatic story. This is someone who has had such a difficulty in life that they have come to a point where they don't care enough that they would end up overdosing and dying on a bathroom floor. That's not an exciting story. That is a horrendous and sad tale that doesn't need to be spread online on your channel. Who are you to upload this video? What connection do you have with this family? What connection do you have with... You're not even discussing addiction and overdose and the problems with that. You're just doing it for the shock factor, and I think that's a really disgusting thing to do. It really is. Anyway, I could talk about this for ages, but I'm not going to. There's no point getting into the actual story time thing itself, because you know what the story is. And you can clearly see by this intro that she doesn't understand what the issue is here, which blows my mind. That blows my mind, that you can't understand why this is disrespectful. So, anyway, forget all that nonsense. I think I'm talking about too much serious stuff at the minute. Let's talk about something fun and exciting. Actually exciting. It's not a corpse, don't worry. Tomorrow, I will be doing my first stream. I will be streaming at around 7 p.m. I will probably start a little bit earlier than that just to set everything up, but the main event will be starting at 7 p.m. I'm going to be playing some horror games. I'm not sure which ones yet. I should probably have done this announcement sooner, but as I said, it's more of just a test thing. I don't mind if I don't have a big audience, but it would be lovely to have some of you guys there. Also, I know I said this in the last video, but I really want to get this point out there. Let me know down in the comments what times are best for you on a Friday, and if Friday really is an issue, let me know what other times are okay for you guys, because I'd love to know. I want to make this a weekly thing. I want to do streaming of games. I also want to do streaming of just me talking about things, and doing that means that I can focus more on the chat, and I can focus more on communicating with you guys as well as playing a game. But I thought doing gaming, like, that's going to be probably a harder thing to set up, so I want to just jump in at the deep end and wrap my head around things, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to do it, and I think it'll be good fun. So if you guys would join me on Twitch TV, here is my username. This is where you can find me. I will be streaming at 7 p.m. on Friday, the 2nd of February, and it would be lovely to have you guys there. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. The games I'll be playing tomorrow As I said, I'm not too sure on what I'll be playing, but let me know down in the comments any games you'd be interested in seeing. I'm thinking of maybe playing Silent Hill 3 because I haven't done videos on that. So it could be an interesting game to just play for a first thing. I might be doing a bit of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, just because, again, that's a fun game to play. And it could be quite fun for us to all get the crap scared out of us together, and we can all hide under blankets and be nice and safe, like little huddling penguins. What am I talking about? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I appreciate you. And let us finish off with a list of the bestest people that ever did exist. And you can be one of these bestest people by joining my Patreon. Link is in the description. So, thank you so much, guys. If you've enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. See you later. Take care. See you tomorrow night, 7 PM. Bye.